Good morning. This is, I'm going to say it's the September catch-up, but I'm also going to apologise because I forgot to do August. And I don't have any real reason for that. I only realised about 2 weeks ago I hadn't updated you in August. Although August wasn't my busiest making month, I'll be honest, it was really, really warm. But I've got loads to show you this month because I finished 3 things in about the past 3 weeks. So, first off, I'm going to show you, do you remember this beautiful box of Scheepjes Terrazzo yarn? 60 colours, 10 gram balls, just stunning. I fell in love with the box as soon as it came in. Look at this. I know lots of you have been asking about this. This is my stunning terrazzo blanket. The pattern is now done. It's super, super, super easy. If you buy a box of terrazzo now, you will get the pattern within it. Just such an easy, great TV knit. And how huge is this? Love a blanket that you can properly wrap yourself in. And this one you can definitely wrap yourself in. The yarn is lovely. It is a recycled yarn, but it feels softer than you would expect because often a recycled yarn isn't as soft as a standard yarn. But it does feel softer than you expect. And yeah, this is going to look fabulous on my sofa. It really is. So that was my first finished item. Before I go on to show you the 2 tank tops I've finished, I've not told you what this one is. This is the Rico Chic Unique tank top, which is in a pattern book and available as a separate pattern. And I have made this in the Rico Chic Unique. It's difficult to say that one. And this is it in Rico Ito Iro, which is a clearance yarn. And like I said, I've knitted this twice because it's a really simple, easy knit and it's beautiful to wear. And I'm really bringing out my winter woolies now as it gets colder and colder. Still not put the heating on though. Oh well, I have at home for half an hour in the morning, but we haven't succumbed to it yet at work. I'm sure we will do. So this is the tank that I'm wearing. The tank tops that I've finished. Do you remember me showing you this book, the Rowan Textured Tweed Haze book? It's a stunning book. There are some beautiful, beautiful patterns in it. At Yarndale at the weekend, I was wearing... Let me show you. I'll find the bigger pictures and show you the one that I was wearing at the weekend. I was wearing that all weekend and honestly, it's absolutely fabulous. So I do have my eye on that. I am deciding whether to make that or not. I also... This is the book that keeps on giving this some great... In fact, every design in here is lovely. I also have my eye on that as well. But this is the one I made. I made the tank top on the front. Made mine in slightly different colours. Mine is in a khaki colour and a gold. And I have already worn this quite a few times. I wore it the weekend at Yarndale again. It's a very light yarn. It is a chunky mohair. It's a blend of 40% mohair, 39% alpaca, 10% polyamide, 8% cotton and 3% polyester. And there are some beautiful colours. My tension was a little bit tight, so I went up a needle size after I'd done my tension square. But honestly, this is soft, fluffy. It's one of those jumpers when you're wearing it, I keep stroking myself because it feels really nice. So there you go, that is the Rowan Tweed Haze tank top. Now the next one to show you is this in Stylecraft Recreate DK. This is a brilliant make and it's also an absolute bargain. It really is. The 2 smallest sizes take 3 balls of this. The larger sizes take 4 balls. I think it's £3.75 a ball. I probably should have checked that before I came on to look, but I think it's £3.75 a ball. So even with the pattern, you can make the smaller sizes for under £15. I mean, that's brilliant. Lovely to knit. I did cast this one on back in March. I went over to see my mum and dad in Portugal and I took this for the plain knitting, but I did the back. On the pattern, the cable goes up the back as well as the front, but I've only done the cable on the front, just because I didn't want to faff around with a cable needle on the plain. I didn't, however, take off any stitches off the back, which realistically I probably should have done, but you can't really tell. It's ever so slightly wider on the back. I should have perhaps have took maybe 6 stitches off. I wouldn't have taken any more off. There you go. Hopefully you won't see the pasta that I spilt down it last night, but there you go. That's my Recreate DK tank top. Recreate is a blend of 40% wool, 30% acrylic and 30% polyester, and it's all recycled. And this 100-gram ball has 350 metres on it, so it goes such a long way, which is why it's so economical. And you know, we're really going to be looking hard at the sort of knits that we present to you over the next few months and making sure there's lots of really affordable options in there. So that's the Recreate DK tank. So that's my 3 finished things. However, something new did take my eye. And these are not the best pictures because they are very small. But this is the Innovec sweater. And it is designed by Karen Fernandez and it's for Beautiful Knitters. Beautiful Knitters are a local yarn shop in London. I haven't visited them, but what I've looked at online looks amazing. And I love to support a local yarn shop. So this is a free pattern and it's the Innovec sweater and I got it from Ravelry. It's top down. I haven't done a lot. I did do, let me talk you through. I did do a tension square. This is my tension square. And I left, when I do a tension square, because I do have a tendency to knit quite tight. So I knit my tension square and I leave it overnight because quite often if I'm using a springy yarn, it will pull back into shape. So and then I mark it out generally with safety pins, if you can see here, locking stitch markers. But actually here, I've used the little things that you twizzle your cable needles with when you're doing interchangeable knitting. So I've marked out my 10 centimetres and counted it. I was a stitch out, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you multiply that stitch out on my circumference right the way around, that can add or take away a couple of inches off your garment. So I have gone up a needle size on this as well. Like I said, I do have the tendency to knit tight. Apparently it means I'm stressed. Don't know where they get that from at all. So I've done my tension square and then I have gone up a size. So let me just check on my pattern. Sorry, which was a 5.5 and I'm doing the 5.5 initially for the neck, but then I'm going on to a 6. No, I'm not. I'm lying to you, I have started on a 6. I forget, I'm picking up that many different projects, I do forget. So I've gone up to a 6mm on this. This is all I've done. It is top down. You're doing a really pretty slip stitch and crossover stitch to give you that rib detail around the neck. And I'm doing this in Noro Ito, which is, I mean, look, Amy was just saying to Paul, look at all those colours, look at that. All those colours in one ball of yarn. And it's beautiful yarn, it really is. It's very woolly and it's gorgeous. So I've done the neck and I'm now going to start the body. I didn't do the body last night because you do wrap stitches and turn. And I'm not very good at short row shaping, so I need to sit down and concentrate on it. So that's going to keep me busy tonight, and that's my Innovec sweater in Noro Ito. And that's me for this month. So not sure I'm going to have a huge amount to show you next month because I've got so many shows to go to. But fingers crossed I'll be here. Take care.